Hi, fourth graders. This is your Language Arts e-learning lesson for Tuesday, May 5th. We're going to start in grammar with a review of object pronouns, page 218. Object pronouns can replace nouns used after action verbs or after the words to, for, with, in, or at. The object pronouns are me, him, her, us, and them. You and it can be either subject pronouns or object pronouns. An example, Mrs. Stone drove Clyde. Mrs. Stone drove him. Him is the object pronoun that we can use in place of Clyde. Do not use an object pronoun when you need a subject pronoun. So, for example, we wouldn't say him and me like that car. We would say he and I like that car. We have to use subject pronouns here. And then over here it says the drivers were dad and her. No, in this case we actually need to use the subject pronoun. The drivers were dad and she. To, for, with, in, or at is always an object pronoun even when there is more than one object. Mary thanked him and Mrs. Stone. It's him and Mrs. Stone, not he and Mrs. Stone. And Alice waited with Mary and her, not Mary and she. Okay, so when you're always going to use an object pronoun when it follows the words, and again here they are, when it follows the words to, for, with, in, or at, you're always going to use an object pronoun. And even when there is more than one subject. So here we had, even when there is more than one object. Because here we had Mary thanked him and Mrs. Stone. So we have Mary thanking two people. Okay, sort of making that a compound object. Mary thanked him and Mrs. Stone. We don't say Mary thanked he and Mrs. Stone. And then Alice waited with, she waited with two people. Two objects here. Mary and her. It's not Mary and she. Okay, then you have it's listed for you, a list of the subject pronouns, I, you, he, she, and it, and we, you, and they, and your object pronouns, me, you, her, him, it, us, you, them. All right, let's take a look down here in the try it out. Which pronoun in parentheses is correct? Is it a subject pronoun or an object pronoun? Adam sketched Liz and who? Adam sketched Liz and me. You're going to use me because it follows the verb stretched. Sketched. Adam sketched Liz. Adam sketched me. Adam sketched Liz and me. Okay, that would be your object pronoun there. In number 2, blank can draw people's face as well. This is the subject of the sentence, so we use the subject pronoun he. He can draw people's face as well. Number 3, Liz asked blank for suggestions. Liz asked us for suggestions. Liz asked us. Liz asked us for suggestions. Okay. And again, you have your object pronoun there. And number 4, Adam drew Liz and blank too. Adam drew Liz and them too. Okay. That is also your object pronoun. All right, and then today I want you to work on page 239. It's page 239, object pronouns. And you know, always at the top of the box, at the top of the page, they review what the skill was and how to use it. And then you're going to work on numbers 1 through 15. So let's take a look. First section, complete the second sentence in each pair. Write it correctly. Use the object pronoun that replaces the underlined word or words in the first sentence. Okay, excuse me. So here they're showing you the correct way to be using your pronouns, okay, after the noun has already been given. So here We slept in a tent, or rather, do the example rather. I camped with Alex and Carlos. I camped with blank. So you're looking now for that object. Camped with Alex and Carlos. I camped with them. It's okay to use that pronoun them now because it's very clear we're referring back to Alex and Carlos. And again, you're looking to use the correct object pronoun here. You do not need to write the sentences, just use the correct object pronoun. In the middle, write these sentences using the correct pronouns. The example, we took Bob and blank on a camping trip. We took Bob and her. You're using the object pronoun, which is her. Okay, it's following the verb took, so we use the object pronoun her. We took Bob and her on a camping trip. And here as well, all you need to do is to write the correct object pronoun. And then the last section, write these sentences replacing the words in parentheses with pronouns. So now they have given you some nouns in parentheses, and they want you to just simply replace those nouns with the correct pronouns. Let's look at the example. The students met Gustav and me. So now we need to replace the students. You also need to replace Gustav and me. So the students we would replace with they because it is the beginning of the sentence. It's the subject of the sentence here. Students is plural, more than one, so we say they. They met, and instead of writing Gustav and me, it's two of us, including myself. So there's your pronoun, us. So you would write they met us. I do want you to write the sentences here. There are only 5 of them, and you're writing them replacing what is in parentheses using a correct pronoun. Gustav is a male, okay, so that's a male person there, and his name is used many times, and the others you can figure out which pronoun you need to use. Okay, so 1 to 10, just simply write the correct pronoun, and 11 to 15, write those sentences correctly, replacing what is in parentheses with the correct pronoun. All right, also today you have Wordly Wise, the closure. You're doing that closure worksheet for lesson 14. You have spelling, pages 111 and 112, which is using the words in context, the story. And then you have Fever, chapter 26, read and answer the questions. Okay, while you're working, if you need help with anything, please make sure you reach out to me so that I can help you out. Don't forget to be spending some time reading your AR book so that you can get all of your points. Okay, we're already in May, you only have a couple more weeks and you need to get points. All right, any questions, please reach out to me. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Bye.